Hey guys, I'm wearing my It shirt, the 2017 remake. We're talking about a couple things. We're talking about two things actually. We're talking about me working on learning how to repair Gemmy props. I'm not learning how to replace a circuit board. Not right now. Maybe in the future, but not right now. And we're going to be talking about It Chapter 2. My high hopes for it. And let me tell you right now, in my opinion, and a lot of people agree with this, and a lot of people are saying what Bill Skarsgård, people are saying a lot of things what Bill Skarsgård said. I mean, not Bill Skarsgård, what Eddie Skushmedi said. When he said, warning to all you adults, bring your diapers for It Chapter 2 because it's even more scary than the first one. Now, when I hear even more scary, when he says the adults have to bring their diapers, it has to be, well, if he's saying adults have to bring their diapers, it must be awful scary. It must be freaking scary as heck, man. It must be. If he's saying that, that means it must be awful scary, man. Like, when I hear a director say adults have to bring their diapers to see this movie, like, how scary is this movie going to be? Is it going to be as scary as The Exorcist or scarier? Because I've never heard an adult say this in a long time. And when I hear this is good. And I remember when I said for It Chapter 2 they have to make it scarier. Well, my theory came right, because they're doing that. Like, my high hopes for this film are very high. I really think that this movie is going to be much better than the first one. Even though the first one is fantastic, it's so much better than the original. The remake was better than the original 100 times more. And, imagine what Chapter 2 is going to do, guys. Bill Skarsgård is coming back to play as Pennywise. My uncle thought the kid that, spoiler alert, if you did not see the It 2017 remake, you might want to turn back now. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, there was a bully in the movie the guy that had that, like, metal gun thing that shot the metal thing out. Well, he threw the bully down the sewer. And I guess the bully died or something. And my uncle was like, that guy that fell down the sewer, I think he's going to be the clown next. He's not. He will not be. He is not Pennywise next because Bill Skarsgård, and I knew this. I don't know how he thought the bully was going to be the clown, but Bill Skarsgård signed a paper for 2 movies, unless there's a third one and he wants to come back again. And I don't think there will be a third movie unless somehow they make a spin-off Chapter 3 movie. I don't know how that would go though. But let me know what you guys think about It Chapter 2. Like, do you guys think it's going to be good? Because the first one was incredible. Like, imagine what the second one's going to do. Like, I had a couple friends saying that it wasn't scary. It's not the scariest movie ever. I'll admit it, it wasn't the scariest, but it was a good movie. Like, it was a freaking good movie. It was entertaining. Let's just say that right now. Infinity War was entertaining, for sure. It was fun to watch. So was It Chapter 1. The It 2017 remake. It's not over-the-top scary. There is some scary scenes, but overall, it's not like really scary. Annabelle 2 is scary as heck, man. Like, really scary. But when I hear a director saying the adult have to bring their diapers, is it going to be scarier than It Chapter 2? I mean, is it going to be scarier than Annabelle 2? And can it reach that bar where it's going to be scary, like the scariest movie out right now? Like, what if it becomes the scariest movie of all time, guys? Like, Imagine that. I'm telling you right now, guys, in July, I'm pretty sure they're starting to film the movie. And this gets me super excited because on summer break, they're going to be filming this movie. Way before September again. Way before we go back to school again. They're going to be filming this chapter 2. Chapter 2. When I'm done of school in June for summer break, that's when they're going to be filming around there for It Chapter 2. And I'm excited. I am really excited. Because they could do a lot with this one. And Bill Skarsgård himself said he wants more Pennywise in the second part. Do I think that's a good idea? Yes. Do you know what I would like to see in the second part? I would like to see one of the adult actors getting dragged by the leg by Pennywise, and I want to see them both talking to each other, and I want to see what's going to happen to that adult, you know? Is he going to die? Or what, you know? Because in Chapter 2, guys, there is probably going to be loser club kids. I could see some of the adult actors dying, and maybe one of the kid actors. I don't know. But I know there's going to be at least 3 people dying, I would say. I think. But if I could see it, but I don't know, guys. I think this movie is going to be so good. And I think it's going to be... And when I mean very scary, I mean extremely scary. And there's not one movie that was made since The Exorcist. I didn't like The Exorcist, but I'm using The Exorcist as an example just because people are saying it's the scariest movie out there. I don't think that personally. The scariest movie I've ever seen has been Annabelle 2 Creation. That's been the scariest one so far. But It Chapter 2, when a director says, oh, the adults have to bring their diapers to see this, is it going to be extremely scary? Because if that's the case, that's going to be awesome. Because I want to see some intensity in this movie. I want to see what Pennywise's final form. And I'm really hoping they do this with Chapter 2. I really hope that they make his final form. And I'm hoping they didn't do that with the first one, because his final form was definitely not in Chapter 1. His final form in the original was a big spider, and it got killed by one shot, and it was stupid. It wasn't scary. I want to see Pennywise the clown turn into something more scary, but still be the clown, but something more scary of a clown, a scarier side of the clown. We've seen some of it in the movie, but we didn't get to see the full form. He tried to turn into the full form before in the movie, but I want to see what his actual final form is, because apparently in the book, his final form is so scary, the kids can't even imagine it in their dreams. So I really want to see this form. I want them to make it look as scary as they can, because if you think about it, it's the last chapter. They have to go full out scary with this movie, guys. Right? There's probably going to be more jump scares, and I mean a lot more jump scares. Still more action, because they try killing the clown. Probably there's going to be more action. I would not be surprised in half of the movie if they're trying to kill the clown, because if that's the case, that's going to be sweet. But yeah, we're gonna go on the second. We're gonna talk about the second part of what we're talking about today. Is I'm trying to learn how to repair Gemmy props like Gemmy Master Animatronics. I'm using him for an example. Guys, don't worry, I do not hate him. He's a good guy. But he's also a good YouTuber. Gemmy Master Animatronics knows how to fix circuit boards, gears, and you name it. He could probably fix that white wire, that thick white wire inside the props and reattach it to the board. He could probably do that no problem. Would I like to learn how to do all of that? Yes, because it might be a pain in the butt to do, but I would like to learn how to fix all this stuff, guys. Because if I can learn all this stuff like circuit boards, gears wouldn't be that hard. I could easily get 10-tooth gears off of Amazon. I don't think you have to grease the gear. Because there's grease on every single one of the gears. So if I put a new 10-tooth gear, it would just cover the gear in grease, because some of the grease would come off the other gear, you know, and go on the 10-tooth gear. So it'll probably be fine. And guys, the reason why my cauldron witch, when I first got her, yes, I'm going to tell you something interesting, guys. When I first got my cauldron witch, when she stirred, her cauldron made this weird buzzing noise, like something was, like a rubber grinding noise almost. And guess what it was? The gear. It turns out that gear was like, I guess, rattling, but also slipping on the shaft. And it wasn't split or anything at all. It was spinning, but like, man, that was lucky. Like, right now, in 4 years, guys, that gear is probably gonna split, because it was slipping on the shaft. It's either cracked or split, and it's probably cracked. And if it cracks even worse and my witch stops stirring again, I'm gonna know what the problem is. I'm already gonna know what the problem is, and that's gonna be the gear. And I'm gonna have to go on Amazon and ship more gears. I'm gonna have to ship as many as I can, because, you know, why not, right? And Amazon probably does have 10-tooth gears. I don't really know, but I'm probably gonna order 10-tooth gears. A lot of them. I'm probably gonna at least buy like 30 10-tooth gears. And you guys probably like, oh, that's a waste of money. Not really. Because if any gear splits in my Gemmy prop, I can just go back in there and replace it. Because I'll tell you right now, guys, I literally have an idea. I literally already have an idea of what I have to do. Like, I'm not worried at all. Because if my cauldron witch stops stirring again, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm literally going to buy a lot, like at least, I wouldn't say 30 10-tooth gears, maybe, or more. And get them off of Amazon if they have any. And take the other one out and put the new one on. And I bet you right now, it would work brand new. I mean, it's working great right now. And you know what's funny, guys? Ever since I put that glue stuff on that 10-tooth gear to get her stirring again, it hasn't been making that buzzing noise anymore. So whatever was causing that, and I'm gonna guess the gear was on wrong. I'm gonna guess. I don't know. But guys, Gemmy Master Animatronics replaced the body turn. There was a 10-tooth gear split and the body turn and the head turn. So he replaced those two split 10-tooth gears. It's never usually other gears. It's usually the 10-tooth gear. And you know, and the reason is because the 10-tooth gear is it's small. It's not really tiny, but it's small. It's like that small. And it's kind of thin. So you can kind of expect it to split in a few years because it's a small gear, right? And that's why they split so easy. And they're made with the same plastic and everything. It's just, if they're bigger gears, they don't split easy. If they're small, they're going to split easy. But a 10-tooth gear are like, I would say, I don't even know, they're probably not much money. For one 10-tooth gear, they're probably really cheap. And I mean like 10 cents or less. Like, I wouldn't say they're much, you know? But guys, the only time I'm ever going to use an electric, like a plug-in screwdriver that you press the trigger with to take them off, I'm probably not going to ever use one of those because the screw can break and I would have to take off the plastic piece to get in where the gears are. And it's actually much wiser to use a normal screwdriver. It takes long, but you'll understand why you're using it. And that's because, now if the gear's on tight and it won't come off at all, take that electric screwdriver and just hand it to her. Press the trigger as far as it can go and unloosen it, stop it, and use the normal screwdriver again. Why? Much safer. You don't want to break one of the pieces that make it go up when it's spinning. But yeah, like, for an example, if the 10-tooth gear split in my Jason's body turn, I would be taking that apart, and I'll be buying some motors off of Amazon, and I'll definitely be buying the motors that my Gemmy props take. And 10-tooth gears. What? Okay, guys. I have to go eat supper. But also, if you're wondering why these videos are longer, I cannot make live streams on this phone. The live streams are all pixelated and everything, so it's my phone. You know, it's an older phone, guys, but you know what? It's better quality than my other phone. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. Hope you enjoy, guys. I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys are having a great day and happy early haunting.